previous high point it had was $421, and of course then it found that low point for around 300 US, and of course, like I said, right now selling for that 630 to 640 range, which is definitely still expensive. It's had a lot of growth, but you know, we're going to have to see where this card goes in the next few years. I do think it's going to become a very open card. It is a stable piece for any collection, but of course we're going to have to see. Now moving on to another very beloved card from Paladin Fates. You know, Paladin Fates has only a few special illustration rates in the set. Charizard was selling for 159 US. Right now selling for $300, which, you know, is quite a lot, but like when you compare it to the Bubble Mew is like more than double that. So what's going to happen? Is the Charizard going to catch up? I mean, it still is a Charizard, very loved card, very interesting. We're also going through a huge Charizard hype period. Now, I have a theory, okay, and I may be wrong here, and you know, you guys can all talk about it, because I'm going to go show you the Charizard card. I feel that there's a big hype swing of people that don't really love Pokemon, or there's like a lot of new people that come into the hobby. I feel Charizard becomes popular. I feel it's the Pokemon that like gets all the, I don't want to use the word casuals, but you know, people that just like hear Pokemon cards are cool and Pokemon cards are interesting. I feel that's when Charizard cards start rising in price. Maybe there's a bit of correlation with just new people entering the hobby because it's like one of the most popular Pokemon of all time. I'm not sure about that connection point, just a little bit of a theory, but you know, you guys can let me know what you think about that. Moving on to the next one, which is the Charizard VMAX as well. Amazing Gigantamax card from the Charizard you can see. Selling for $23 in August. Right now selling for 65 US. It was actually really funny because on a video like a week or two ago, I said that this was a little bit undervalued at that stage, and right now it's caught up to that. You know, selling for 65 US, which is, you know, definitely a good price for this card in particular. I do think that this card is awesome. Like I said, I thought it was a little bit undervalued at like whatever it was, 25 bucks. But you know, right now maybe it's going to start going to an overvalued stage as well, and that's just how the Pokemon market works. Something is a little bit of a sleeper, and something gets overvalued, and then it's very hard to find that little ground where you're like, you know what?
Hi, can I have a medium double?
Hey,
Okay.
really every
That's
time
it.
this hobby, it's either like, wow, that's a steal, or wow, this is just completely out. Same thing with the Charizard from one massive price growth. Going for $185.
Yo, what up, Poke Master? What's up, Sensei?
We are very lucky at the group.
Yo, I fucking I'm totally buying a pink Corvette if I win the lottery. And I'm coming to find you, and we're going fucking racing around in our pink Corvette. We're buying matching pink Corvettes, so I'm buying you one, too.
Just pull this into the year graph. You can see right here, around February this year, selling for 290 US. Of course, around that time, you got Blooming Waters came on the market, and you can see all that reprint had a big effect.
That's hilarious.
Now we just spots Charizard now.
Barbie in bold
Now,
letters.
as I mentioned earlier in the video, I've actually got live.
100,000 Canadians who choose the better way to sell their home. It's easy. Punch in your license plate at clutch.ca and get a rate offer in seconds. Don't negotiate.
Hello.
Just see what pricing
Give me a debit.
then choose. We'll be there as soon as the same day.
Thank you.
We go to you, and then you get paid on the spot.
She told me to be careful. Oh no, I'm stuck here. Oh no, it'll be a second. I'm gonna kill your timer, I apologize. Oh man.
It's that battery died?
No, it'll start. It just takes like a minute. Maybe a second.
Oh, okay.
Old car, you know?
Oh, okay.
See you later. That was the worst time to fucking die. Son of a bitch. Who the fuck invited this guy? happened. Maybe I should fucking fix that. Oh my goodness. I am everywhere today.
One of my favorite promos from the Sword and Shield era, the Vaporeon VMAX number 182. Absolutely stunning card. This card has just continued to climb up and up. I am a big sucker for cards that have a lot of Pokemon in the background, and this is just another one. Absolutely stunning. It really sparkles in person as well. But this one is continuing to climb up 86% in the past 3 months. Every time we touch it, price is around 103, most recent sale 104, and just steady growth. In the last month, it's up an additional 19%, almost 20%. So not on the 1 year. It did have a little bit of a decline. A year ago, it was around 40 bucks. It ran up to, in March, almost around 80 bucks, just under. And then it kind of fell off for a little bit, down to around $54, $55. And then currently on a big run since about late June to current. That's kind of a big run up to 103, 134. And there's a few lowest listings right now. Looks like it might come down just a little bit. A few in the 90s, and then it gets up back into that $100 mark. So maybe seeing a little dip on this card in the future. Absolutely stunning card. Do love this one a lot. We'll touch on the other Evolution promos in this video as well, because they're just really great promos that have to be mentioned. And then here's another one. This is another one from Sword and Shield. This is number 020. This is a Pikachu promo that's had some massive growth recently. Starting to get really low supply on TCG Player as well. You can see 63% in the past 3 months. Back here it was around $39. Now we're seeing it at 65. However, check out where we're at with the lowest listings. Lowest listed on this card right now is $121 as of this recording on TCG Player. The most recent sale, 69, 68, 70. So this card is due for a big shoot up if these sales hold right here. And it is low supply. There's only 11 copies currently listed. So that would make sense that this card would continue to run up. And you see after that, it does get into the $150 range potentially if we don't get some more listings and a few more sales. And it looks like that probably will happen just based off of the amount of sales in the past month. 37 have sold in the past month. It's only 11 currently listed. So it'll be something also to keep an eye on. This card's up 151% on the year. Looks like the 1 year low is around $25. It previously ran up to around 44, and then cooled off to around 38 in May, and then is on a big tear right now. So that Pikachu number 020 with the starters, it's a nice looking promo. So just keep an eye out on this one, obviously for a big explosive growth once we start seeing these $120+ sales start to roll through. So definitely due for a big update on the chart once that happens. And then we talked about the Vaporeon VMAX. We also have to talk about the Vaporeon V. Stunning card as well. This one has kind of leveled off more recently, since about late August. It hit that $90 mark, and it's kind of just been hovering from August all the way, you know, past few weeks. So nothing crazy more recently, but it is up like 75% in just in the past 3 months. And the last month you can see still up 10% in the past month, but you can see kind of where it's.
All right, y'all. I'll be back. I'll be back.